Getting married is one thing, but staying in the marriage is another. Why do some of these Nollywood celebrities have to get married more than once? Hello my wonderful viewers, welcome back to my channel. In this video I shall be reviewing the top 10 Nollywood stars who got married more than once and the ultimate reason behind that. Now I'm very sure you guys want to see this, so please watch this video to the end and do not forget to like and comment. But most importantly, please, if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe and turn on your post notification bell. Always get notified when I post new videos. Stella Damasos. Stella was born on 24th April 1978. She's currently aged 44. She's an origin of Asaba Delta State, who was born and bred in Benin City, Edo State. Her first marriage was to Mr. Jide Abdurrahim in 1999 at the age of 21. After she had her two beautiful baby girls with him by name Angelica Abdurrahim and Isabel Abdurrahim, Stella was widowed in the year 2004. Then again, in 2007, she got married to her second husband, Mr. Emeka Nzeribe. Her second marriage ended in divorce as a result of domestic violence. According to Stella Damasos, she wrote, "Throwback Thursday to this photo shoot I did in my house in 2009. Isn't it crazy that what the world sees in this picture is a happy, smiley and confident Stella? But up to today, no one knew that just before I came downstairs, I had cried in my bedroom because of my man at the time. I had scars, but they weren't visible. Domestic violence isn't always physical. It can be mental and psychological. Verbal abuse can be just as deadly as physical abuse." This caption is enough evidence that Stella was being abused in her previous marriage, that is, a second marriage. Then again, she got married for the third time to Mr. Daniel Ademino Khan, but sadly, it ended again in divorce years later. She's currently unmarried and perhaps happy with her beautiful two daughters. Monalisa Chinda. Monalisa was born on 13 September 1974, currently aged 47, and she's an indigene of Rivers State, Nigeria, born and bred in Port Harcourt City. When her first marriage happened in the year 2004, she got married to Mr. Segun Dejorishas at the age of 30, and has seemingly had a successful marriage with him for 5 good years before she came out on the net to shade her husband, allegedly saying he abused her in the marriage. Hence, a divorce followed suit. But before her divorce happened in 2009, Monalisa Chinda had already made a beautiful baby girl by name Tamara with her first husband Segun in the year 2008. She remarried to her second husband, Mr. Victor Tonye Oka, in the year 2016 and couldn't stop at anything in expressing how satisfied she is with the new marriage. She said in an interview, "I found that I was at peace with him. He is God-fearing and has a good relationship with his family. I also always liked to be in his company, and I knew it deep inside me that I had found the one. He loves my daughter like his own child, and she feels very comfortable with him as well. Of course, there were a couple of other things I looked out for, and the good thing was that it surpassed all my expectations." From that, it's not far-fetched to say that Monalisa is quite in love with her second husband. But then, Monalisa is reportedly said to be unable to bear any child for her current husband, with the reason unknown. Hence, she is still very much married to date, with no recorded case of domestic violence or otherwise. Emeka was born on 22nd March 1967, currently aged 55. He hails from Imo State, and he was born and bred in Lagos State, Nigeria. He first got married in the year 2000 to Miss Susan Emma, a Dutch Nigerian, who had 4 adorable kids for him, 3 boys and a girl. But in the 13th year of the marriage, that is in 2015, Susan Emma filed for divorce, and she has summoned up to speak out in an interview following her choice of divorce. She said, "It was when my husband beat me mercilessly I believed that people truly saw stars whenever they were unconscious. It was my brother who took me to the hospital, where I spent 2 months. There was also a day I was feeding our last child with tea. My husband, out of anger, took the tea and poured it on my head. Each time we fight, he calls me a witch, saying whenever he intends to start a project and he informs me, it eventually fails. He also said if he hadn't married me, I would have become a prostitute. Since I left, he doesn't allow me to speak with our first 2 children, asking me to come home if I really want to see them. Even when I was with him, he leaves home for months on the pretense of different appointments. I can't face all this anymore. I need help. Well, Emekike, reacting to this, had said that he misses his wife occasionally, which we don't know whether it's true or not. But he's currently remarried to a South African model by name Yolanda Pefia in the year 2017, and both had made a beautiful baby girl together. But Emeka Ike, in company of his South African wife, co-parents his other 4 kids with his ex-wife. That is, the kids are sometimes with him and other times with their biological mom, Susan Emma. Funke Akindele, born on 24th August 1977, almost age 45, is an indigene of Ayetoro in Ogun State. She was born and bred in Ikorodu, Lagos State. Her first marriage happened in the year 2012 to her first husband by name Kehinde Oloyede. In 2013, that is a year later, her first marriage crashed in divorce. Hence, she remarried again in 2016 to JJC Skills, with whom she welcomed her first kids with, which is a set of twin boys. Yet again, Funke experienced another failed marriage. This was brought to the notice of the public by her husband, JJC Skills, who took to his Instagram account to pen down a long line of reasons why the marriage won't work again. He wrote, "Dear friends and family, I need to let you know that Funke and I have separated. While it lasted, we shared a lot of things together and we have created 2 beautiful children. The last 2 years have been extremely difficult for us. I know I have tried my best to fix things, but I believe it is beyond repair now. 3 months ago, and at Funke's insistence, I moved out of the house. And apart from the Anvaka, have not been able to get Funke to sit down in an amicable manner to discuss the future of our relationship. I'm making this announcement so that the public is clear that we both are pursuing separate lives. We still have issues that need to be addressed, such as the custody and well-being of our children, which is paramount, as well as business interests, which need to be disentangled. But I have no doubts that these will be resolved one way or the other." And that is it. Funke's marriage for the second time failed again. Richard Mofe Damijo was born on 6th July 1961. He is currently aged 61. He is an indigene of Edo Kingdom, Warri, Delta State, and that was where he was born and bred in. In the year 1991, Mr. Richard got married to his first wife, May Ellen Ezekiel, at the age of 30. Their marriage lasted for 5 years and produced a male child by name Ogenekome Mofe Damijo, who was born a year into the marriage, currently aged 30. It might also interest you to note that Mofe Damijo's wife, May Ellen Ezekiel, had a daughter by name Nicole Onome before getting married to Mr. Richard. Hence, Nicole automatically becomes his stepdaughter, and till date, he still fathers her, even after his first marriage ended in the year 1996 following the death of his first wife, May Ellen Ezekiel, who died as a result of unresolved complications surrounding her surgery for fibroid removal. Mr. Richard mourned his first wife and remained a widower for over 4 years before remarrying in the year 2000, this time to Miss Jumobi, who he had 2 adorable kids with, a boy and a girl. This marriage is seemingly one of the happiest, and is 22 years. Mercy Aigbe was born on 1st January 1978, currently age 44. Born in her hometown, sited in Benin City, Edo State, but bred in Lagos State, Nigeria. where she gained affluency in speaking the Yoruba language. Mercy got married for the first time in the year 2000 to Mr. Lanre Jantrai, who is the father of her two kids, Michelle and Oluwajowan. In the year 2017, they separated as an alleged result of domestic violence, then officially divorced in the year 2019. Mercy Aigbe recently remarried, and this time to Mr. Kazeem Adeoti, who is a polygamist, initially with a wife and 3 kids. He has neither divorced nor separated his first wife, hence the word polygamist. Though his first wife was not in support of his marriage to Mercy and had alleged that Mercy Aigbe was having an extramarital affair with her husband even before the marriage eventually happened, there is anyways no strong proof to back her allegations up. Later, Mercy Aigbe's son Oluwajowan was called out for his striking resemblance with his mother's recent husband than his biological father. Hence the rumor that he is a product of Mercy Aigbe's extramarital affair with Mr. Kazeem Adeoti. Mr. Lanre had otherwise come out straight to defend his son following a netizen's ridiculous comment which says, "God no go shame you, sir. You need to do DNA for Jowan, sir." Responding to this, Mr. Lanre Jantrai said, "I don't need any DNA. Jowan is my son 100%. So probably yes he is. But the fact is, Mercy has moved on and seemingly happy and contented with her new marriage." Jide was born on 10th October 1975. He's almost aged 47. He originally hails from Amuzaya Azumbise in Imo State. His first marriage was to Miss Sophia Williams, with whom he made his first 4 kids with. After his first marriage ended, he once shaded his wife on social media saying, "I want to experience love and what it really means to have a home, what it feels like to be truly married." He further tagged his wife the worst wife ever. So in essence, he probably ended his marriage because of lack of love. But in contrast to that, Sophia Williams had come out to say that Mr. Chidi physically abuses her and that was the actual reason behind the divorce. Years later, he got married again, this time to actress Noella Njubuibo, who had bore him a daughter before the marriage happened. Reportedly, Noella is said to have snatched Chidi from Sophia. Thereafter, she named their union Made in Heaven. But then, the said to be Made in Heaven marriage crashed in divorce years later, with the alleged reason that Noella really suffered in the hands of Chidi, as he was being called out to be a chronic cheat and a deadbeat who had turned Noella Njubuibo to a punching bag, to the extent of sending her packing at some time when things got heated between them. Sophia Williams came right back into the picture and ridiculed actress Noella Njubuibo, asking her what happened to the Made in Heaven marriage. So eventually, Chide is unmarried right now, but being a present and perfect dad to his kids. Blossom Chukwujekwu was born on 4th November 1983, currently aged 38. He's an origin of Otolo in Nnewi, Anambra State, but born and bred in Edo State, Benin City. He first met his first wife, Maureen Esisi, on social media. Report has it that he started by reacting to all her Instagram updates, which attracted her to his DM. One thing led to the other, and they eventually tied knots in the year 2015. The marriage was a blissful one to a point, but the issue of no childbearing sets in. Rumor mongers began trading the rumor that Maureen takes birth control pills so she doesn't have a child in exchange of maintaining a perfect shape. But she debunked the rumor, saying, "I always wanted a child, or children, always. The problem was never me. He didn't want kids at the time, at least not with me, I assume. He didn't seem interested in having kids. Reasons best known to him till date. I was more than ready, desperate, to the point I started even begging to adopt. Yes, that's how badly I wanted one." Well, Their marriage eventually ended in divorce in the year 2019. As of when it ended, report has it that both were temporarily separated for some time, and Maureen hoped things will fall into place soon. But unknown to her, her husband, Blossom Chukwujekwu, had filed for divorce. This she had learned from her dad on 11th August 2019, but she insisted in an interview that she never signed the divorce papers. Anyways, that didn't matter to Blossom Chukwujekwu because he moved on, and this year 2022, he remarried, and this time to Miss Winifred. They had their traditional wedding on May and their white wedding on June 2022. Prince Jide Kosoko was born on 12th January 1954, currently aged 68. He was born into a royal family in Lagos Island, and he is from Lagos State, Nigeria. In an interview, he opened up on his marriage story, how he ended up getting married 4 good times. Speaking in the interview, he said, "I never envisioned being a polygamist, though I'm a product of one. My parents didn't support it either. My first wife was a businesswoman. I craved for somebody who was in the same field with me. In those days, the best advice you can get is from your better half." And that was how the second woman came to be. Along the line, I lost the 2 to childbirths within 11 months interval. I had 7 children at that time, so I didn't plan remarrying or having more children again. But after much persuasion from my doctor and relatives, I decided to have a woman with the agreement of not having more children. But a complete African woman will not agree to that. One thing led to the other, and I got 2 women again. So being a polygamist is not intentional, but God's design, which I do not have right over. Hence, he got married 4 times. 2 died and 2 are still alive. So he's currently married to 2 women at the same time, making him a polygamist. Yul Edochie was born on 7 January 1982. He's currently aged 40. He's an indigene of Anambra State. He was born in Lagos State and grew up in Enugu State. His first marriage is to Miss May Yul Edochie, who had been his longtime girlfriend back in the university days at University of Port Harcourt to be precise. He's currently the father of our 4 kids, and they are seemingly lived so peacefully till this year, 2022, when Yul Edochie took to his social media handle to announce his newest son on 27th April 2022, which of course isn't a child he made with his first wife May Yul Edochie. On Scoring Deep, it was gathered that his co-actor, who is also a producer, by name Judy Austin, had been into a secret love affair with him for quite some time. Eventually, the love affair yielded his son, star Yul Edochie, in the year 2021. Hence, he was reportedly said to be forced into getting married again. So, he did the needful, paid Judy Austin's dowry, had a traditional wedding, but not a white wedding. Hence, Yul Edochie is currently a polygamist, married to both his first wife and second wife. Alright viewers, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.